If you've seen my short, you'll know that today's episode didn't go according to plan. But let's rewind to a time where everything was good and I was excited to have my elytra and be going on a journey. In today's episode, I'm going to be doing something that I've wanted to do for quite a while now. So, a few months ago, my number one fan sent me some screenshots of a cool cave that he found on the scene, and I wanted to explore that since then. But at the time, I didn't even have my elytra, and once I got it, I still needed to get mending on it and make myself some rockets as well. But those have been achieved, so now it is going to be time to explore. I've got my night vision so that hopefully you can get a nice clear view of the caves, and this will probably be a mix of me flying and also some flashback footage so that I can show off the cave to best advantage. I will also be grabbing diamonds whenever I see them. The diamond, worth digging around because you can sometimes uncover a bit more. This is really quite cool. Diamonds right the way up there. I don't know how easy they'll be to get. I think there's anywhere to land. Oop. Right on this zombie's head. Right, that's where the diamonds are. Oh, okay, jumping on dripstone is not a good idea. Mob spawner, a little spider spawner. Oh. Luck of the sea if I ever want to go fishing. I don't know why I pick up all the junk. I just have mild hoarding tendencies, which I can control in real life, but video games are a bit trickier because there's not too much downside keeping hold of everything. Is that I think that might be a stone diamond up there. So I'm going to escape the mines if I can. Maybe I need to take my shield out. Maybe I need to equip my elytra. There we go, that's done it. Magic. Ah, there we go. So there's a deep slate diamond over here, but we've got a stone diamond there, which is kind of rare. So, oh, hello skeleton. I'm glad I saw you. And we've got another spawner down here, so let's just go and disable that before I get overrun by mobs. And then I will pick up those diamonds, both of them. Oh, I got a record disc. Not that I need it for anything particular at the moment, but still nice to add to the collection. Okay, so we pick this up gently with the silk touch and keep them for display, I think, rather than breaking them down. Nice, found another one lurking behind the deep slate diamonds. Wasn't expecting that. I'm somewhat spoiling the view with my bridging. And diamonds hiding behind the waterfall. Angry farmer. Interrupting my inventory management. Overly useful given my iron farm, but I have found an actual iron vein out in the wild. So I'm going to grab that block of iron ore just because it's special. So I don't think I've explored here. Fly on back out of there. And of course I can actually fly over all the server now. That's a bit of emerald. I don't think I'm that bothered to go after the rest of it, but I have a little bit. It's gonna take some time to appreciate this with a flashback recording, which would help if I actually enabled the recording, because otherwise you don't actually get any footage out of it. Very tech tip here. I think maybe I've explored everywhere I want to. Oh, well, this is not good. Oh dear. Right when I was on my way to head out. Luckily the spot was quite open. Would have been worse if I'd died right down in the noodles of the cave. Not this way. So I was by an aquifer and then I'd fallen down. Is this the one? Maybe. Yes, this is the one. And luckily the mobs seem to have appeared. So I'm hoping I can grab all of this stuff quite safely. I've got my 2 shulker boxes. I've got all of my gear. My sword, my pick, my other tools. Yeah, I think that's good. That was a good little cave exploration, other than the unfortunate demise at the end. I put all my ores in a chest and a few bits of the rarer loot. So this is my caving haul. I've included these because I don't have a farm for them at the moment, and They can be quite handy. I think what I'm going to do to finish up this episode is not mine those up. Mine up these diamonds, the deep slate ore, with my fortune pickaxe. And we'll see what my diamond total is for the day. I can see a lightning strike on top of my pumpkin and melon farm. So I've got no diamonds in my inventory at the moment. Let's see how many I get by the end of this. I'm making up for the XP that I lost by dying stupidly. And I mine these before night falls. Just about. So I have 4 stacks and 6 diamonds. And I feel like I've done quite well out of that. I'm back in another cave. I can't help it, I'm addicted. And I've got some diamonds down there. But there's also quite a few mobs around. More than expected, really. And I got shot. I'm going to do something a bit silly and see if I can pick my stuff up with just an elytra on. Luckily, once again, I wasn't too far down. I'd only just started, so I didn't really have anything interesting on me, so that's something at least. If this is a miscalculation and I die before I pick my stuff up, I mean, obviously I don't want to lose my armour, my netherite items. Yeah, I'll be fine. Maybe. Oh, that was not the landing I was aiming for. Oh, hello skeleton. You're looking a bit more geared than you should be. Courtesy of me, I feel. So what do I have? I have an axe. Okay. Oh, there goes what I picked up, which might have been both my elytras. That would be exceedingly unfortunate. Not a good place to fight at all. We've skipped forward until I'm back in range of my items in the cave, and I'm going to provide some commentary from the editing room along with the original audio. All these zombies coming from? I mean, I guess it is a super dark cave. I'm not quite sure when I'm on a time limit why I've decided to stand and fight all of these mobs. And here I have the brilliant idea of pillaring up whilst being shot by a skeleton. That's definitely a bright move. With a bow as well. It's not going according to plan. So I've got my health up. There's a load of zombies, skeletons, and a witch. I think there's a spider in the mix too. So yeah, time to definitely run away and look for my gear, right? Quick, run before the others get here. Could have just left. and kept running towards your gear, which is currently on the brink of despawning. Nope. Thank you, zombie, that's one thing. Right. No, don't go back for the witch. You have so little time to get your infinity bow back. I managed to time that really badly because the poison hadn't quite disappeared, so yet more waste of time. And goodbye everything from my original death. But that's okay, I've still got the netherite pick. So yeah, let's just stand and kill this one zombie. Heading back in the right direction. Come on. Those skeletons are literally in a hole that they can't get out of. You could just run past them, and then they can't hit you anymore. Okay, I saw something glowing over here, which I'm hoping is that skeleton in my gear. Yep, so that's down there. And it's going to hit quite hard. If you look very carefully, you can just see some XP orbs bobbing in the lava, and that is right where the netherite pick is. Why are you standing here and fighting these when you could be making a mad dash towards your almost despawning item? And that's gone too. But don't worry, I'm still acting like I've got all the time in the world, even though at this point I still think that I've got a chance to recover my pick. The aggroed a creeper there, but hopefully it can't get up here for me. Also, the thing with the skeleton is it's got my gear on and my sword, which I want back, but it's not going to despawn. I could save it for later. I don't know how tough that's going to be with all my armour on it. Pretty sure I don't want to let it hit me with that sword. It hasn't got my boots. Well, hopefully next time I get in this situation, I'll handle it a little bit better. Okay, that's a bit more stuff collected. Netherite, yeah, netherite sword. Okay, that's good. So that's where I died to the skeleton. And everything I had on me has clearly flamed down into the lava. I can't see anything floating, so I don't think I have my netherite pick picked up, which means potentially it's despawned. I can't see it around here. I think I'm gonna have to watch the footage back to see what happened to the rest of my gear. So I checked my footage and everything else did either burn up or despawn. So what I've managed to recover is my hat, chest, legs, and my netherite sword. So now I have the fun job of gathering everything else that I need back. And this guy here is a bit of an issue, because that's my unbreaking librarian. So I think I might actually need to cure him, finally. And while I'm doing some curing, I might as well add someone else to the mix. So my mending villager is gonna be one of them, and I think the efficiency 5 as well. So I need a little safety hole for transformation and curing. Just gonna do something temporary here. I have plans for a proper villager trading hall and curing center, but very much in the early stages. Very important that I put a roof here, because my plan is to bring the zombie villager to infect the others, and I don't want him to burn up in the sun. So step 1 is getting that guy in here. While that guy's being turned, I can get the rest of my supplies that I need. And I had quite a lot of golden apples until they all burnt up or despawned. I want to see if I can spread them out a little bit. While I leave those to cook, I might as well work on my levels, because they'll take up to 5 minutes, and this takes 3 minutes. Yeah, they're all ready. I'm hoping that zombie noise is just coming from a cave. Oh no, it is upstairs, but as long as it's burning, I'm not infecting my villagers. I'm going to put a proper door there, because having cured them once, I don't want to have to do it again anytime soon. For the next phase of my recovery, I'm doing some book looting, book trading, book combining, and a whole lot of XP gathering. Now I want to try and get a decent bow. A good start, because I can combine that with this for power 5. Punch 2 is an armor thing, isn't it? So that's not useful, because I don't PvP. Got infinity there, but I need to grab a couple more levels. Okay, that's quite a nice roll there. So, oh, punch is the knockback. It's piercing that's the armor one. That's probably the one thing I'm missing from the bow. Okay, got my punch 2. There we go. Finally, I've got my tools and armor back, and a bit of backup gear here as well. There's a few bits that I still need, but I'll leave those until I've managed to just build up a few more levels naturally. The one thing I can't replace is the elytra. I believe I've got one more end ship within the border, but I'm not ready to go hunting for that yet, and also I don't trust myself with another elytra, so that's just gonna stay out in the wilds for now. This is not how I thought today's episode was going to go, but we've got back almost to where we were. Next episode, I'm planning to build a shulker farm, because I was running low on shulker boxes anyway, and then I managed to lose one in the cave debacle. But once I've built the shulk farm, I have a plan to come back even stronger. So I hope you'll join me then. Bye. Hello, Creeper. Do you want to test my new bow out? Yeah, seems to work okay.